I bet that for millions of people, this empty paint can is nothing more than trash. However, that would be a huge waste. Today, I happen to come across a paint can that had already been used up. Normally, this type of can is not designed to be reused. But to me, that doesn't mean it automatically becomes waste. For people who are passionate about DIY projects, this is actually a great source of inspiration and a perfect way to challenge creativity. First, I need to clean off all the remaining paint before starting any other steps. And the most suitable cleaning solution here is butyl acetate. This is a solvent commonly used to remove old paint residue from surfaces and also to thin paint before use. It dissolves resins, polymers, grease, and oils very effectively. Its evaporation rate is moderate, helping paint level out smoothly and achieve a glossy finish. It also has a more pleasant smell compared to many other solvents and is often used as a safer alternative to more toxic substances like toluene or xylene. It helps adjust paint viscosity, prevents cloudiness, cleans stains efficiently, and creates a smooth, glossy paint film. After cleaning thoroughly and wiping everything dry, I mark these two positions so I can drill holes here. Next, I prepare a plastic bottle. I cut off the lower part and keep only the top section. I'll turn this piece into a small funnel by gently heating the bottle cap and reshaping it slightly. And just like that, a funnel is finished. It looks quite interesting, doesn't it? That's the beauty of DIY projects. Turning items that seem useless into something very practical. I pour butyl acetate into the can to clean off all the old paint inside. I repeat the process once more to make sure it's completely clean. After cleaning, I use sandpaper to remove the paint around the 2 small holes drilled in the paint can. The next tool I need is an old bicycle valve. I removed the nut and metal washer because I won't need them for this project. The valve is temporarily fixed in place, here using super glue. This is a small PVC pipe. I cut a short piece, just enough for the job. Next, I prepare a small piece of foam. I place the foam here and apply super glue onto it. The foam melts because super glue reacts strongly with polystyrene, which is a material foam is made from. This reaction breaks down the foam structure, allowing the trapped air bubbles to escape, causing the surface to collapse or form holes. In addition, super glue releases heat when it reacts with foam, And this heat, combined with a chemical reaction, makes the foam soften and dissolve even faster. After the melted foam dries, it forms an extremely strong bond. At the same time, it helps seal all the gaps completely. At the other hole, I fix a large nut in place using the same method. The hole with the nut will be sealed using a bolt of the same size. However, we also need an extra rubber gasket. A small piece is enough. I make a hole in it so the bolt can pass through. Now it just needs a little adjustment to fit properly. This rubber piece also helps seal the gaps and prevent air from leaking. Next, I take an empty soda can and cut off a portion of the bottom to use. This is a paint can. I pry open the lid to take out some paint. This type of paint is very thick, so it needs to be diluted before use. After mixing, I simply pour the paint into the can, once again using the funnel made from a plastic bottle. All done. Now I screw the bolt back in to seal the paint can. Make sure to tighten it firmly. We need to ensure that no air can escape from the inside. Finally, I insert a valve core into the bicycle valve. That's it. I reinstall the spray nozzle and test how well it works. To use it, we now need to create pressure inside. I use a bicycle pump to pump air into the can. For this paint can, about 35 psi is enough. The paint sprays out evenly and smoothly, doesn't it? With just a few simple steps, I've turned a single-use paint can into a reusable one. I still have many unique ideas waiting to share with you, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss them.